From SWX Nonstop Local Sports, this is SWX Overtime, powered by Midway, Montana.
We're calling it Rivalry Week here in the Magic City as we have reached week 4 of the high school football season down at Dayla Stadium. Billings West and Billings Senior crosstown football in front of an excellent atmosphere under the lights. That's just one of the games we have on tap for you tonight. Welcome to SWX Overtime. We'll get to that game in just a minute, but first, let's turn our attention to the oldest rivalry in Yellowstone County, one spanning over 70 years. It's unbeaten Billings Central hosting Laurel in a Class A clash. The Locomotives hoping to spoil Central's homecoming at Herb Clint Field tonight in first quarter. No score, but Laurel quarterback Tanner Schwend determined to change that. Breaks one 45 yards down to the 15 of Billings Central. That guy's got some wheels, uses it there, and you know else has some wheels. Owen Younger next play. Yeah, he's just going to make his way into the end zone. 7-0 Locomotives. Billings Central answers right back on the next drive. They like to run a lot. Not so fast here. Adam Bockenbush over the top to Braden Flores. 60-yard scoring strike. Extra point no good. It's 7-6. Locos still lead. Then it's the Rams defense. Flores, you just saw him. How about the interception on that side of the ball? And you just saw him. He knows how to get all the way down to the red zone. That leads to a Central touchdown early in the second. 13-7 Rams. Later in the second, Billings Central again. Duncan Nichols finishes off a drive with a 5-yard touchdown run. It's 20-7. Things looking good for the Rams. Laurel not done. Just a couple minutes to go in the half. Younger, shifty, finds his way to pay dirt. That brings him within a touchdown. Then under a minute left, how about a blocked punt? Carter Gage with the block. Cade Wurzland falls on it in the end zone. Trainman at the break. 21-20. That was the score through 3 quarters. Then Billings Central gets on the board. They win this one 26-21, a gutty win over the Locomotives as the Rams stay unbeaten. All right, let's get back down to Dayla Stadium for that crosstown action between West and Senior High. Golden Bears looking to win their second in a row. Senior trying to get back in the win column, and they'd love to do it against their rivals. The Golden Bears have won 5 straight over the Bronx, and West High not messing around tonight. Opening drive, Drew McDowell to Matt the Moose Ludwig. He finds pay dirt, and after another Ludwig touchdown, Billings West fans happy about that one. And here's the first play for the Bronx, down a couple touchdowns. Ball goes up in the air. Connor Stanton gets the pick. Bears ball again in the red zone. So here's McDowell in good field position, and Malachi Clonch in a sea of black jerseys paves the way for Clonch. It's 21-0 West High after the first quarter. Bears looking for more in the second. This time they're denied. Big play by Zacchaeus Bergen. Picking off McDowell. Stops the bleeding for Senior. Gives his fans something to cheer about. But still, West is just hanging out there. Up 31-0 at the break. And I told you, remember the name Moose Ludwig? Here's why. McDowell to the big fella. Bulldozes his way through Bronx after Bronx to pay dirt. Hey, a lot to celebrate for the West High faithful tonight. They roll Senior High 51-7. All right, more AA football now as Billings Skyview was on the road in Belgrade, and a big one for the Falcons as both of these teams entered the night without a win. Could be a golden opportunity for Skyview. They're up 28-14 on Belgrade. Panthers trying to climb back into it at home. Falcons say no. Hunter Scherner, big sack for Skyview. The defense was stingy tonight. Very next play, momentum killer. Belgrade's Isaac Stock drops back. Ball gets tipped up and around. Javen Gallup comes up with it, and he takes it all the way back to the house. 35-14 Falcons. Belgrade tried to mount a comeback, but the Skyview defense held strong. 35-14 is your final from Belgrade as the Falcons get their first win of the season. A nice win for Skyview there. Helena at Glacier. Wolfpack back on track. 35-7. Great Falls versus Bozeman. The Hawks still looking like a team to beat. 35-7 tonight, and the other team from Bozeman, the Raptors, roll the Rustlers 54-6. Meanwhile, Helena Capital Bruins, Mull Hellgate 63-2. Butte over Big Sky. A little bit closer than you may have thought. 36-29 tonight for the Bulldogs. And Sentinel versus Flathead on Thursday. No surprise there. All Spartans 46-7. All right, let's head back to Class A now. And Up in Lewistown, it was a battle of unbeatens. No surprise, the Golden Eagles 3-0, but how about the Lions and their third varsity season on their first winning streak as a program, also 3-0. Fergus has looked strong so far this year in their title defense, and in the first quarter, check out this pitch and catch from McKay Shoby, stepping in at quarterback for the Eagles to Jace Dunkel, finds a way to haul that one in, stays in bounds for the score. Golden Eagles up 14-7. Later in the game now, this is Shoby showing what he can do with his legs, scurries up the sideline to the end zone. It was all Fergus tonight, showing Lockwood whose bosses, the defending state champs, keep rolling. They hand the Lions their first loss this season, 31-7, your final in Lewistown. All right, we hop on the highway now and head to the most beautiful setting in high school sports, Red Lodge, Montana. The Rams looking to improve to 4-0 against newly minted Class B rivals Joliet. SWX's Caitlin McLean joins us with those highlights.
The Red Lodge Rams are looking to stay undefeated on this season as they host the newest member of Class B, the Joliet Jayhawks. The Jayhawks only have one loss so far on the season, but face their toughest test so far here tonight against the Rams.
It didn't take the Rams long to get rolling. Thomas Buchanan drops back and finds Walker Bowes, who gets his balance and is off to the races. Outruns a few Joliet defenders, and Red Lodge does miss the PAT, so they're up 6-0, 2 minutes in. Joliet's turn to drive for Red Lodge forces the ball out and recovers it just past midfield. This time Buchanan drops back and finds Owen Reynolds, a guy a lot of Class B teams may be seeing in their nightmares. It's his turn to outrun the secondary. Rams are up 12-0. Rams dominant on all sides of the ball tonight. Here's Raiden Dunlap with a huge hit. Jayhawks working to put a drive together in the third quarter. Caden Junkie completes to Camden McQuillan. The Rams score 40 points in the first quarter and shut out Joliet 40-0 at home. From Red Lodge, Caitlin McLean, SWX.
All right, thank you, Caitlin. Here are some of the other scores from around the area. Hardin Bulldogs get a big win at home against Sydney, 34-33, the final there. Miles City gets their first win of the year, 40-14 over East Helena. Glendive in another close one tonight. They top Havre, 21-20. Big Timber and Columbus, the battle for the rock. The Cougars offense just can't be stopped, 70-12 in Class B. More scores there. Shepherd at Wolf Point, all Mustangs, 36-6. Broad is Hawks over Lodgegrass. Pretty good game there, 36-26, and some Class C action. Custer Hysham Melstone, how about 87 points? They beat Bridger, and Shields Valley rolls past Reed Point Rapplejay 46-0. Absorki also beat Fromberg tonight, 44-12. You can find other scores as they come in on nonstoplocal.com. Well, still to come, we may have another great game on deck at Herb Clinton Field tomorrow when Rocky welcomes in number 10 ranked Carroll College. We're talking about that matchup when we return on SWX Overtime.